To make it very briefly, Singapore math, of course, started in Singapore, and it's the way that the students learn math in Singapore, and the way the teachers teach math in Singapore, put it this way. So that's why we had the Singapore math. Actually, the Singapore math is quite closely related to our Singapore mathematics framework. This is one of the things that we have been doing, but it does not really depend on the content in mathematics. It's more of the pedagogy, how we teach the students, how we help the students to be more effective in learning mathematics. Okay, how to make them more engaged in learning mathematics. That's the gist of it there. So, in a nutshell, I would say that that's what Singapore math is all about. I think this Singapore math has caught attention by educators in many other countries. So, we have been to the US, the UK, and many of the people, the countries in the South Asia, in ASEAN. I think catching on all those ideas about the Singapore math, because they find that kids can solve the problem quite effectively. Something which they find difficult to handle, but now they find a way to help students to solve problems. At the end of the day, in mathematics learning, problem solving is one of the central key component in learning mathematics. So they have to learn to do that. Of course, combined with problem solving, we'll talk about concept understanding. What's the concept? You see, because sometimes math concept is difficult to understand, and I don't blame the students. First of all, because math is a very symbolic language. You can write an equation or formula, people don't understand what it means. But if they can draw a picture or explain the rationale behind a math concept, then I think it's a lot easier to understand. So that's the whole idea of what we are dealing with in Singapore math. I think one of the key things of making math learning effective is to help students, first of all, to appreciate what math is all about. Because, generally speaking, math is abstract, students may not be able to relate to the real world. They may see that math is not real in their life. I only learned that because it's a required subject I must do in the school. But beyond the school, they don't see mathematics. So we try to make it clear to students that math is everywhere. Another thing is that we also try to make students take ownership of what they learn. The issue is that students generally may not take ownership of what they learn in mathematics. They think that knowledge belongs to the teacher. So at the end of the day, I finish my learning, I can happily pass everything back to my teacher. But no, they are supposed to internalize the knowledge, become their knowledge. So that's what we try to do. And the way to do it is we let them learn better by doing. They learn by doing. And we call that learning experiences. So in other words, teachers must give time to students to do their own learning, learn by doing. So besides teaching, okay, teachers still do the teaching, yes. But they still have to give time to the students to do learning by themselves. They take the ownership of what they are doing.